we got a number of young people in the room right now that may be already involved in sport or looking to get involved in sport or didn't know a whole lot about it, and now their ears are perking up. What advice, I'll ask each one of you, but advice you'd give to especially the youngsters that might be here that are looking to get involved or looking to do something, and what would you say to them?
There's a few things. First off, try things. Even if you don't think you can do it, give it an effort. There's no shame in saying, okay, I tried it, I can't do it. Okay? There's also adaptations. Use the people around you to start thinking about things in ways that you can do something. You know, we've talked about hockey and how we've had a passion since we were little for the game, but we knew we could never be an NHL caliber player. At the time, it wasn't even a Paralympic thing for me. I came in just at the right time that it became a Paralympic sport. So we didn't have those aspirations. You have those now. You have those things out there. You have, you know, plenty of support. Use those. But the biggest thing I would say is find something you would love. Once you find something that you enjoy, you give it your all, and you take it as far as you can go, and you'll have a happy life. And that goes for anything, even outside of sports.
Carl?
Yeah, well, a lot of what Rob said there, like, there is opportunity out there for absolutely everybody, regardless of how you were born or what kind of accident you were involved in, whatever. There is, honestly, if you look it up, there is a sport that anybody on this planet can do. There, you know, just do your research, and you know, if you're a parent, you know, help show the way for the kids, give them lots of opportunities, and you know, anything is possible. And just, yeah, do your research, and you'll find tons of things out there.
I'm having a really rough time because they keep stealing my answers, but
I did too. He stole them.
We stepped right in.
Yeah.
but yeah, for sure, definitely give anything you want to try a try, because your parents and the people that love you are never going to say no to something you want to try. If you say, I want to do this, your parents are going to go, no, you can't do that. They're not going to do that. They're your parents. So definitely just anything you want to do, whether it's like any type of sport, hunting, fishing, ping pong, anything you want to do, anything. Darts, I don't care. Anything you want to do, just do it, regardless of what people say or anything.
Sally, same for you. Any advice you'd give to any of the especially young people in the room?
Get your family involved. A lot of people, their parents are very sedentary. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Sedentary.
We're all very sedentary these days.
Make it a family affair. That helps. What else can I say? Like, try everything. Absolutely. I have dabbled in table tennis, horseback riding, jiu-jitsu, sledge hockey, powerlifting, basketball, track, field, swimming, skiing. I've tried just about everything, at least once. Sailing. I've literally tried at least a dozen sports. Clearly I'm not good at all of them. Clearly I didn't like all of them, but I've tried at least a dozen sports. So it may take you a long time. When I started trying to make the national team, I was 18. When I made the national team, I was 30. So that's the other thing. Dare to dream and don't give up. The answer is never no. So that would be my advice. It's never too late until you're dead.
If I can add just one thing there. There's a number of adapted sports that give you freedom.
Yes.
Freedom outside of the chair. Freedom away from your braces. I've actually downhill skied. The boots are so strong and tight, it's the only thing I could do until I found sledge hockey. The only thing I could do without wearing my braces. And that's just such a satisfying feeling.
Yeah. Being able to ski with other able-bodied skiers is fun. Unfortunately, I had an asthma attack. But I did love, I went over, and I accidentally went over a snowboard jump with a guy tethering me, so that was
Did
interesting.
you get a concussion?
I managed to somehow land it and skied out. And I was like, oh, that was fun. I literally caught about 7 feet of air, landed and skied out, and didn't crash. And I don't know how. And yeah, I couldn't do it again if it paid. But it worked.
I've got one more point to this too. I would say also, kids growing up in school, like in phys ed, encourage the kid to participate in phys ed. I think that's really important because when I was a kid, I participated all the time, but a lot of times the teacher would say, okay, you can just sit over here. And I'd say, no, I'm going to be involved. I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to make this work. I want to participate. I'm not going to be that guy that sits off to the side. I'm an athlete. So,
Yeah, and we hear that a lot in the literature. So, kids are often there, oh, you can be the scorekeeper, or you can do your homework. And so you might need to
Especially
really...
through the teen years. The teen years, I spent my teen years in Belleville, and it was awful. I gotta tell you, it was bad. Really bad. Because the teachers did not know how to integrate somebody with a disability into their programming, into their curriculum. So I spent countless hours and days secluded from the rest of our group. Then they would pick the most inopportune times to decide that, yes, I'm going to participate with the group, like soccer, for instance.
You come play? No.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do in a big soccer net? So, like, half the kids would try to score, and the other half the kids would try to kill me. and I, you never know which one was coming. And even the kids that weren't trying to kill me were, you know.
So, yes, I think there's a role for advocacy definitely within our schools, saying, finding ways, a lot of it educating the phys ed teachers, saying this is what I can and can't do, this is how I could participate.
I might be the oldest one on the panel, but I graduated from high school in '89, so that was a while ago.
I think it's probably got better, but I think there's still a role to kind of work with schools.
It's still existing.
I know I definitely changed a lot of opinions for sure, and as long as everybody can do their part in doing that, eventually it will become a universal thing, I think.
Even me, there's a test in high school called the beep test where people are forced to run back and forth under like a certain amount of beeps, and I was like, okay, so I can't run, I'm not gonna run, I'm gonna do my wheelchair. And my teachers looked at me like, no, you're definitely not going to do it. She's like, oh, I'm definitely am, because I don't think you want me to tell the principal that you're not letting me do it. So I did it, and the guy looked at me and was like, well, you're not going to do well in the test. I'm like, dude, I don't care. It's a matter of just doing it back and forth. I don't care if I fail the beep test or not. Like, let's get real here. But, yeah.
We're going to open up to the audience in a second, but I'll ask Dr. McPherson if there's anything else that you wanted to add that we didn't touch on, perhaps, because we've heard a lot of great stories, and again, I want to give you all an opportunity to ask some questions, but if there's anything else that you wanted to.
Start young, model to your kids, be active as parents, like show that physical activity is important. We know in adolescence, all kids tend to drop off sports generally, but especially, that might be a time to really kind of support kids to do it. And set goals that are meaningful to you, find something you love. I think everything I've read really supports what these guys are saying, and they're obviously excellent examples of when everything comes together.
Yeah, goal setting is a key for sure. Like if you just say I want to do it, it's kind of hard, but you have to really like set a bar for yourself and try to meet that expectation.
Make it important to you, not anyone else.
Exactly.
And make it objectives, like the SMART goals. Mm-hmm. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic,
and time-bounded.
And that does actually work.